The Surangama Sutra. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Volume 1. Thus I have heard. At one time the Buddha dwelt at the city of Shravasti, in the sublime abode of the Jeta Grove, with a gathering of great Bhikshus, 1,250 in all. All were great arhats without outflows, disciples of the Buddha who dwelt in and maintained the Dharma. They had fully transcended all existence and were able to perfect the majestic deportment wherever they went. They followed the Buddha in turning the wheel and were wonderfully worthy of the bequest. Stern and pure in the Vinaya, they were great exemplars in the three realms. Their numberless response bodies took beings across and liberated them, extricating and rescuing those of the future so they could transcend the bonds of all mundane defilements. The names of the leaders were the greatly wise Shariputra, Mahama Udgayayana, Maha Kaustila, Puna Maitreyani Putra, Subhuti, Upanishad, and others. Moreover, numberless Pratyeka Buddhas who were beyond learning and those of initial resolve came to where the Buddha was. All the Bhikshus were there as well, having the Pravarana at the close of the summer retreat, and there were also Bodhisattvas from the 10 directions, who desired counsel in order to resolve their doubts. All were respectful and obedient to the compassionate and stately one, as they prepared to seek the secret meaning. Then the Tathagata arranged his seat, sat quietly and peacefully, and for the sake of everyone in the congregation, proclaimed the profound and mysterious. At the banquet of Dharma, what the members of the pure congregation obtained was unprecedented. The immortals' Kalavinka sound pervaded the worlds of the 10 directions, and bodhisattvas as many as the Ganges sands gathered at the way place with Manjushri as their leader. On the day of mourning, King Prasenajit, for the sake of his mother, the former king, arranged a vegetarian feast and invited the Buddha to the side rooms of the palace. He welcomed the Tathagata with a vast array of superb delicacies of unsurpassed wonderful flavors, and himself invited the great bodhisattvas as well. Elders and lay people of the city were also prepared to provide meals for the Sangha at the same time, and they stood waiting for the Buddha to come and receive offerings. The Buddha commanded Manjushri to assign the bodhisattvas and arhats to receive offerings from the various vegetarian hosts. Only Ananda, who had traveled far to accept a special invitation earlier and had not yet returned, was late for the apportioning of the Sangha. No senior bhikshu or acharya was with him, and so he was returning alone on the road. On that day, Ananda had received no offerings, and so at the appropriate time he took up his alms bowl, and as he travelled through the city, received alms in sequential order. As he set out to receive alms from the first to the last donors, his vegetarian hosts, he thought not to question whether they were pure or impure, whether they were kshatriyas of honourable name or chandalas. While practicing equality and compassion, he would not select merely the lowly, but was determined to perfect all beings' limitless merit and virtue. Ananda was aware that the Tathagata, the Bhagavan, world-honored one, had admonished Subhuti and Mahakashapa for being arhats whose minds were not fair and equal. He revered the Tathagata's instructions on impartiality for saving everyone from doubt and slander. Having crossed the city moat, he walked slowly through the outer gates, his manner stern and proper, as he strictly respected the rules for obtaining vegetarian food.